Today, I'm going to share with you the secret of relationships. Wow. Do you think I can do it in less than 10 minutes? Um, the secret of relationships. So, this field of life that's called relationships means that each one of us is going to have a particular personality, a particular way of relating. And who are we talking about relating with? Well, we're each going to have a particular way of relating with the entire world. So the first part of relationships is how we interact with everybody. Friends and family and neighbors and co-workers and people we meet on the street and people that we're dating. So it covers almost everybody that we interact with. I say almost because there's one person that it does not cover. And that one person is the person that we're married to or that we live together with. You don't have to be legally married, but you could also just be sharing physical space with them. What happens in that case, that's called the marriage nature, your marriage nature. It's a separate area of relationships. And one of the secrets, or the secret really, of relationships is that your personality changes between dating somebody and then actually living together with them or marrying them. That's the whole secret right there. And as you know, sometimes that can make or break a relationship when you move from the dating stage to the living together or the marriage stage, because you can be nice and happy and enjoying the dating and feeling like you're really compatible with this other person and you're really in love and it's all going great and this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, right? And then so you both decide, okay, let's move in together. Let's get a place. I'll give up my place. I'll move into your place. Or let's run off to Las Vegas tonight and get married. Let's do it. So you go and do that, right? And then, a month or so later, you're sitting across the table from them or, looking at them and saying, strange. I thought I knew this person. I thought that, we were getting along so well when we were dating, but now what has happened to us? Now we're arguing all the time. Now we're fighting all the time. Now we interact in a totally different way. Now I feel like I don't even know this person. And that's when they decide to split up. Now, it can happen the other way too. It can happen where, dating was great and everything, and then you live together, you get married, and it's even better. Because maybe the personality changed for the better. But the main factor is that the personality changes. So you're going to have one overall personality in how you interact with every single person, except for the person you're married with. Then you're going to switch to that personality, only with them, of course, when you marry them or live with them. You still stay the same with the rest of the world. That's also why sometimes people who are married, their partner, their spouse will say to them, how come I see you and you can be this particular way with everybody else, but you can't be that way with me. You're not that way with me anymore. You relate to everybody else in this one particular way, but since we've been married, it's totally different. I don't get that at all from you anymore. I get something totally different. Okay, well, this is true. I mean, how many times have you heard this said to you, or maybe you've said it to a partner? It's absolutely true. We change. And the process of changing is the actual physically living together with that person. When we share physical space with a partner, a long-term intimate partner, then our personality changes. This is something I've never heard about before. And I've studied books on relationships and taken relationship seminars and all of this, but I never heard this concept voiced. I've never seen it written about until I came across my teacher, Edward Tarabilda, who had this very unique take on, well, of course, not only relationships, but life in general, all of life, from the physical to the spiritual. And that's what I'm sharing with you in these videos. He was the one who identified the fact that we change. And, again, you can change radically or you can change very minimally, but there always is a change. Like in my life, I always felt bad about myself because whenever I got into a situation with another person, dating, and then I started living together with them, this happened a few times for me in my lifetime. Every woman that I've been with, they said the same thing once we've started living together or been married. Well, I've only been married once, but anyway, sharing physical space together. They have said, whatever happened to that nice, nourishing, devotional, soft, sweet guy that I knew when we were dating? You've changed into this person who now is very independent with me and very much wants his own way and doesn't listen to me anymore and doesn't do all those things like massage my feet at night and bring me flowers and write me love poems and stuff like that. Because I change very radically. I'm like night and day. I'm very nourishing and nurturing when I'm dating somebody, but when I get into the living together part, I change into this sun kind of energy, where I want to be independent, I want to do my own thing, and it's much less about the other person then. Whereas before, when I'm dating them, it's much more about the other person. So this is an indication, just one indication, of how things can change. And, I always felt bad about that, and I thought I was a bad person, and I thought I was like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in relationships, until I realized that this is part of the natural relationship personality that I have. And all that I need to do is to learn how to play up the positive aspects of both things, both parts, and then everything's fine. But there's no need to feel guilty about your own personality. And this is one of the secrets of relationships. We all change when we live together with someone, and we need to be aware of that, and we need to be comfortable with that in order to have healthy relationships with others and especially with ourselves.